Just when you think this show can't get any wilder, can't get any crazier, can't get any wilder, they take it up another level. And this episode, the episode was a banger, and Thragg showed us why he is the strongest Viltrumite and honestly the strongest creature in this entire universe. And we're going to get into that in today's video. Now, getting into the episode, we started off with a very interesting flashback, right? We got some of Thragg's backstory and some of the Argo backstory, even some of Thetis as well. And the first thing you kind of see as the episode starts is the Viltrumites, surveying Viltrum, and you see these creatures that Thetis is saying like, yo, we need to stop being so vicious with them. If we show more, mercy and kindness, maybe they'll be less reluctant to, fight against us and fight back. And Thragg gives his opinion as being the regent to Emperor Argo. He says like, nah, we need to either kill a bunch of them, and if they retaliate, we just exterminate them as a whole. And Thragg and Argo and Thetis don't really agree on that. They just keeps kind of going on about being softer and kinder and nicer. And obviously Thragg has a conversation behind the scenes with Thragg and Argo says, yo, if you feel like Thetis is an issue, handle it, right? And Thragg is kind of reluctant. He says, maybe I've made a mistake, right? And that's where we kind of see the scene next, where Thetis makes that move to kill Argo, and then he flies away, disappears, whatever. We don't see him again. And then that's when obviously Thragg is granted the title of Grand Regent. Obviously he's not blood related to Argo, so he can't be Emperor of the Viltrumites, right? And this is where it gets very interesting, because we see the purge. Thragg finally comes and he's like, all right, we're done, but the work isn't over. We need to keep going. We need to keep building and building our legacy, our what's the word? Like, they need to keep building the Viltrumites. They need to keep expanding. They need to get stronger and keep taking over the universe, because they believe that them taking over the universe and dominating all these planets is going to make the universe somehow safer, right? So it gets very interesting. We see that, and then we kind of flash back to still a bunch of these other Viltrumites, and that's when Thetis kind of makes it clear that Thragg has been their leader for a long time and is the only leader, and there's no remaining blood relatives of Argo, right? So if they kill Thragg, everyone else will kind of fall in line, or it'll just be easier for them to kill them, right? And obviously they're going to be lost without their leader. So obviously they start making their way to Viltrum, and as they get to Viltrum, you can just see the bodies and the whole ring of bodies surrounding the planet, of all the people who died from the purge, all the people who died from the scourge virus, obviously created by Thetis himself. And lurking in the shadows are some of the Viltrumites that pop out, and long and behold, Thragg already knew they was pulling up. He's standing right outside waiting on them, and they engage in this battle, and for most of the battle Thragg isn't even fighting. Like, he's just standing there watching. Like, he's just chilling, observing, because he doesn't really need to get involved like that. And they're struggling, kind of. They're pretty much losing this battle. They're all getting whooped, and obviously that's when Thragg kind of starts getting involved. He throws family, come be with your people, and Nolan is like, nah, like, you guys' method of doing things is the reason why Thetis felt the need to do the scourge virus. And obviously Thragg realizes, like, okay, Thetis is the one who kind of eradicated not only Argo but his entire race. And they start throwing the blows. Obviously Omni-Man, Madara, reanimated Madara in Naruto Shippuden. If you see Naruto Shippuden, you know who Madara is, and when he fights against that coalition of the Shinobi War, like, he whoops all of them. They cannot fuck with him, and that's essentially what happens in this battle. And they decide, like, the best thing for them to do is just destroy Viltrum. So Mark, Thetis, and Omni-Man pretty much fly, and that's when Thragg gets pissed. He attacks them. He pretty much kills Thetis, rips his head off, and just destroys it. And then he starts beating the shit out of Omni-Man and Mark, and he damaged for a minute. And that's when Mark finally realizes, like, oh, they went to Earth. And that's where this is going to get very interesting in the season finale, because from Mark's perspective, they're like, well, they're just going to go conquer Earth now that their planet's gone, right? And the first thing you think of is Eve, Debbie, everybody that's there that they love and they care about, their friends and family and everything like that. So that's where this next episode is going to be very intriguing. There's a lot of anticipation for this season finale because who knows what's going to happen, right? Obviously, if you've read the comics like I have, we kind of know where this is going, but obviously you don't know how they're going to adapt it. They could make a lot of changes and take things in a different direction. I would say for the most part they have stuck pretty true to the comics. I think the only real difference is the scenes are a little bit more dragged out. We're getting a little bit more action and things of that nature because it is being animated. These episodes are 50 plus minutes long, so they are giving us a lot of depth and a lot of storytelling. I really did enjoy this episode. I think this was one of the best episodes of the season. I think arguably along with episode 5 with the Conquest rematch, I think this is right up there. The only reason I would give the Conquest episode a little bit more edge is because I just loved like the scenes with Nolan and him having those interactions with Debbie and everybody else, and him trying to like start his redemption arc. I feel like that touched a lot of the fans, and it pushed the story forward a lot in terms of Omni-Man's character, and definitely just you really get a lot from that character. And obviously his relationships with everybody in this show kind of make the show. Omni-Man's relationships with Mark, with Nolan, with Oliver, with Debbie, with everybody, Thragg, the Viltrumites, everybody. So that's very much intriguing. And yeah, they did their thing with this episode. I know some of it leaked because they did some sort of early screening out in like LA or somewhere with some of the cast members and stuff. So some people posted it on social media and kind of got out there. But nonetheless, it didn't really matter. It was going to air at 3 a.m. anyway. But this was a great episode, man. 10 out of 10 for me. I love the backstory and the storytelling they gave us with Daedus and Argo and Thragg. I thought that was really helpful when it came to seeing the battle with Thragg and why he's so emotional about Argo, why he's so obsessed with Argo, why he's so obsessed with, the Viltrumites and being leader and things of that nature. And yeah, it was a phenomenal episode, man. I really encourage you guys, if you've never watched Invincible, definitely tap in. I even got my sister to watch this shit and she's not even into the animated series, so you guys should definitely tap in. And as always, if you guys are new to this video, new to my content, new to my channel, make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe, follow your boy on all platforms at Mr. Power Universe, and join that Patreon for more exclusive content to support your boy. I will be recapping The Boys season 5 episode 3 as well later today. I'll probably drop that video as well, so stay tuned for that. That's going to be a great episode as well, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.